From action figures to video games, the hero has been a great merchandise seller, the subject of many movies and books. I would like to take the time to share with you my knowledge on creating a good, solid hero or villain. A hero is only as good as his villain. From Spider-Man opposite the Green Goblin to Batman opposite the Joker, these are heroes that have always been tested in some kind of form of combat. And the hero is always reflective of his villain. So knowing this, the first thing you want to do is develop a background for your hero and your villain. Okay, sometimes the hero's background is directly ensnared with the villains. Sometimes they are solely, totally different entities made up totally different ways. However, it's nice to have a little twist to show that I made you, you made me, the whole thing like that, and that's good. But it's somewhat like that with a few villains and heroes. The first thing you want to do is develop the background for the character, any character, consisting of what happens in his past, his origins, what made him acquire his superpowers. Okay, once you've done that, you want to also make sure that you have the reason behind why they become the hero. Once you got all this stuff that you can't really see, things that you can't really touch, taken care of and shown, then you can go on to move on into how the character will look. After you establish that, you want to move on to how his makeup is. So next you would want to say, okay, physically, how does my character look? Okay, heroes are normally bigger. That's why they're heroes. They're normally bigger and taller than normal men. Most men, if you're drawing them, should be like 6 heads high. Now, when I say 6 heads, I mean the head of the character stacked atop each other, 6 of them. And that would be the height of a normal person, a normal human. Now, however, heroes are super, so they should be 8 to 9 heads high, taller than most men by at least 2 feet. And they would always seem as if their muscles are on flex, you know, ready to spring into action. You don't want them at a relaxed stance ever, really. You want them to show superior physique and prowess. Okay, so once you have that established, you know how tall he's going to be. You set that out. You look at your hero, your female heroine, or you look at your villain, and you say, okay, this is the basic shell of them. Now you will want to know, hey, how are they going to actually look? Now, to get to that point, I like to take looks at people in my life and take certain features from them and put them onto, you know, the person that I'm making, and make them all amalgamate into one physical person that looks totally different. You know, I might take the eye shape of someone, or the nose, the bridge, or how big the nostrils are, or how much they flare, how wide they are, and just turn it into a character. You know, put it into the character's repertoire and make them the way I want them to appear. Okay. After I've done that, I like to then go and move into what will the character's paraphernalia be? What will his clothes look like? Trappings and such. What will he carry as a weapon? Will he use a sword? Will he use a gun? Will he use his hands? Will he use a bow staff? What will he use? That can also lend to tell us the skill level of the person. If they're a powerhouse, they may use a hammer or a great sword, which is a huge sword, or a bastard sword, which is a great big sword. So they may use that, or they may use a small katana, or something more streamlined, a rapier, something that's quick, showing that they have prowess and skill, as well as speed. So you want to think about all these things when you're developing your hero. Once you have that all mapped out and you sketched out the hero, and you have him planted, the size, the way you want him to appear, next, and you have his background and his origin, now you put it all together to show, hey, this is my hero. Put a title on him. Give him a name, her a name, it a name. It doesn't always have to be a humanoid. A hero can be whatever you make it. It can be an automaton, a robot. It can be a creature. It can be a dog, Pokemon, whatever. So just have fun when you make your hero. When you think of the hero that you want to portray your imagination, make it something personal. Make it something that you would dig and you would get into, and you're bound to make something great. So I would like to close by saying It takes nothing really but imagination to make a great hero, and a little bit of guts to go out and try to do something different that hasn't been tested. It's out of the box. That's not the cookie cutter, same ditto type that you see on the bookshelves or at the comic shops or on TV. You want something that's going to last. You want something that's going to become iconic. You want something that's going to stand out heads above everything else. So with that, look into yourself for inspiration. Look to movies, look to video games. I like to go on road trips as a passenger and just sit and look out the window and come up with different ideas. And that's how I get hit, when I get the idea to come to me without forcing it, instead of sitting down in front of the drafting table and getting myself a cup of coffee and sitting back and thinking, okay, let me put something on this paper, or let me draw something and make it nice. I like to sometimes take it easy, sit back, relax, smell the roses, go for a little trip, go for a walk, and clear my mind so that things come to me without effort. So just have fun with whatever you do. And any heroes that you make or any villains that you make sure you copyright and protect them before you show them to the world at large. Don't make the same mistake I did by being too quick to want to get some kind of response and not protecting yourselves, because in the long run you think yourself, okay? Have fun.